I don't know. I mean, my guess is Fat Pants wanted to commit suicide anyway.
Well,
He's looking for a reason.
oh well, fair enough.
And moto card prices. Yeah.
What the hell is Moto card prices?
Moto means Magic Online.
Oh, okay. How?
At some point, things were called Magic Online Digital Objects.
Ah,
Okay. Um, Obviously, the foil Dryad is a little bit better than the other one.
yeah.
Sea Sky's good. I think we probably take Flare of the Hatebound. Um, when he comes back into play, he's dealing 5 damage to either a creature or player.
Sure, and if you have other Undying stuff, Andy's out.
Right. Then you get those shenanigans as well. Um, but 5 damage toward the end of a game. I mean, they might not be able to block him because if they block him, he dies and it kills him. If they don't block him,
He kills him.
yeah. And
Sure, although that is awfully expensive at 6.
yes, Wild Hunger, Sea Sky are probably my 2 next favorites out of here. I don't mind being in red. That's the other thing. Where
Okay. Is the screen a little bit blurry? Or is it my eyes?
maybe a little bit.
Okay. Well, you know what? That makes me feel better.
And it's kind of hard to read, but I don't know. That could also be my eyes. Well, we have another foil. Um, it hasn't proven to be as good as I sometimes want it to be. Um,
Yeah.
but sometimes it also just wins games. This guy's solid, intimidates good. I like pairing red black or red green fling with a guy like this. It's a
I
lot of fun.
I am not seeing anything here, with the possible exception of the Soul Caesar, that really says don't take the fling.
Okay.
I mean, there's some other good cards, but
Yeah. No, I'm okay with the fling, especially now here. What I don't know is whether we can either go with another undying creature,
sure.
or there are really 3 red cards. Alpha Brawl is very expensive, but if you get there, you're probably going to win.
Sure.
Hermit, not too bad. Ripper, pretty good.
I'm good with.
You're good with,
I do not think. Okay, if we're going to take an expensive card, I think we should take Alpha Brawl.
okay.
Um,
I think we should take one of the red cards. Which of these 2 do you think?
how much is a Hermit cost again?
2.
2. Or 2 versus 3. 1 red versus 2 red.
I'll take the Hermit because we're out of time.
Fair enough.
Okay, here, Burning Oil. I mean, I think we just stay.
Stay red unless we see something which we just have to have.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
and Burning Oil's the best card there. I wouldn't mind getting an Undying Evil.
That's what I was about to say.
Black Cat also I wouldn't mind, but neither of those are as good as Burning Oil. Here, I don't know about pairing red and white, but Burning Oil flashes back for white, and probably the 3 best cards in this pack are going to be the Heretic,
The
Gather the
Gather
Town Folk, and the Burden.
Sure.
I like this as anti-zombie, anti-undying.
Sure. It's a 2/2 for it. It's a bear with a potentially useful ability.
Mm-hmm.
I would say either that or the Gather the Townsfolk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Burden of Guilt is good too. We should probably take the removal, but I guess take the Throbbing Heretic.
Yeah.
Take the Throbbing Heretic. All right.
Here I think probably Forge Devil.
Okay.
Like I have had
Very good luck with that.
Great luck. I mean, it ends up killing these guys or, things like it all the time.
No problem. I was it's either that or the Hinterland Hermit, so.
Right. So there's another heretic. The other possibility would be if we want to test the blue waters. That's a pretty good creature. We want to test the green. Red, white. It's not.
Okay,
Out
Midnight
of the
Guard
question.
often gets played,
Uh-huh.
and it's still here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Which says to me that there is a chance that white is open-ish.
yeah, that's true. Would we rather have another heretic?
Now,
Or...
that said, a Stormbound Geist is tiered as well, so
Right.
blue open?
That is surprising. I guess guard. We don't have any three drops.
Yeah.
And Ironwright gives us some defense. There's another 6-drop. I don't know how many of those we want. Yeah, I'm still just not sure how we win. Like, are we going to stall on the ground and win through the air?
Take the right.
And
Uh,
Divination's the best card.
Sure.
Nothing really good there.
Alter?
That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, I wonder if there's going to be enough flashback.
I mean, I would be surprised if we have enough to play it, but I'm not seeing anything else that really says take me instead.
Break of Days.
Okay.
One thing I think might get played. Thought Scour
Sure.
sees play. There is kind of a deck floating around, a mill deck, where people take the Shriek guys.
I can see that. Shriek Geist, Thought Scour, anything else that you can pull that's...
Right. Because out of the first pack, most of the mill stuff no one takes. And then after that, since everyone's off the mill strategy, you can, get whatever mill
Curse
cards.
of the Bloody Tome, or...
Yeah. Dream Twists.
Well, and Thought Scour, the drawing a card while you mill your opponent is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, Sanctuary Cat. Loves the lasagna.
Are you talking about Garfield?
Yeah, he's a Sanctuary Cat, right?
Yeah. You're right.
Derpination.
Okay. Looking at that right now, there's nothing that tells me we have to play
White.
white.
There's nothing that tells me we have to play white or red.
So, pure power-wise, best card here is probably Dead Weight. Second, well, Splinter Fright has a potential upside, but Ashmouth Hound is not bad.
Sure.
It's a pretty good early drop.
I have no problem with that.
I mean, the two white
Selfless Cathar,
one-drops.
Doom Traveler would both be nice.
But
Go ahead and take that one. Probably take the Doom Traveler. Well, you see those less often.
yeah. But here, Slayer of the Wicked makes me think white.
No, all those bad things we were saying about white, we were completely wrong.
I take it all back. That's a card I'm always happy to play.
First strike against monsters.
But how do you define a monster?
If he has first strike against it.
Touche.
Was that circular enough for you?
Mm-hmm.
Priest.
Yep. So we're getting a little bit more for removal, and we're still vague on our win condition.
I think our win condition is run over and punch our opponent in the face, and hope that we get there first.
Right.
Because we don't have like a thing we're doing except for running hopefully more than one force creatures over and punching in the face.
Right. I'm thinking we might need. I don't know if we're going to have to pick up some flying creatures or if we can get a few.
Hey, if we see any white flyers, I have no problem with that. Huh. Rebuke, Doom Traveler.
Urban Sentry.
Yeah.
So that gets a little bit closer to.
Like a thing?
Yeah. This guy would be a actual threat. This guy would be.
Put something in the air.
Yeah, and get something there early. Actually, a lot of cards I want out of this pack.
You want to go with the Sentry.
I do want to go with the Sentry.
Go with the Sentry.
And then there's a very good
early card
that has some evasion. Happy to take that.
Dread.
Yeah. If we end up having to play the Altar of the Lost,
then so be it.
Yeah. Actually, Rally the Peasants, since we have both colors.
Sure. What the hell, right?
Yeah, it goes from a unplayable or almost unplayable card to not bad, especially since we have kind of a weenie swarm.
I think that we should take the Scab Goliath just so we don't see it.
I agree.
Because there wasn't anything else there that I liked.
Yep.
Also, Scab Goliath.
So they're potentially Feeling of Dread and Altar of the Lost are not here.
Sure.
And is this exclusively cast spells with flashback from the graveyard? So only when paying their flashback cost. I wish it was just to cast spells with flashback.
Sure.
I think I'm going to take this. So whoever is deciding to build the Mill Yourself Infinite combo deck doesn't have one of the pieces. I played against one of those and I beat him.
Mill Yourself Infinite combo deck? I haven't heard of this.
They have Knot of the Bone, Memory's Journey, and Runic Repetition.
Okay.
So they use Memory's Journey to put the Runic Repetition.
Ancient Grudge?
Yeah. We'll take that.
Trader's Blood? Sure, why not?
Well, Purify the Grave. So yeah, they use Memory's Journey to put the Runic Repetition back in their library. Then they cast it to bring back either the Memory's Journey after they've exiled it, or to bring back Knot of the Bone to cast it again to just keep on gaining life. So they have like 3 cards in their library, but they're just cycling the same three back.
And they can just gain as much life as they want.
Right. And they wait for you to die.
And the answer to this is?
Well, there's a couple things that can win it for you. If you get...
Alright.
Oh, my. Triple black.
Yeah. we aren't going to play that.
We can't play it. Can we beat it?
Well,
I don't know. We probably should take this. It's a good 1-drop.
sure. And if you get it, there is a chance that it flips almost immediately.
Right. Fiend Hunter. That's our answer.
Sure.
So when they play their giant demon, that is a fiend that as good as any fiend.
That is, in fact, exactly a fiend.
Mm-hmm. It's what the card's designed for, man.
Spectral Rider?
Yep. So we definitely have an aggressive... Like our 2-drops are just getting... We have 6 2-drops. There's another possible way to win.
Sure.
Get something in the air. And Bonds of Faith. We don't have enough.
Yeah, I was just looking.
Thinking about the intangible virtue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not sure we have anything that makes tokens, actually. Because we didn't take the Gather of the Town folk. We haven't seen a Midnight
Haunting.
There we go. Couldn't think of the other word.
Midnight Train.
Yep.
Crossway Vampire?
Yeah, probably so.
I don't think our deck is aggressive enough. I think it needs to be more aggressive.
Traitorous Blood. We'll have to see about that. We don't have any way to sacrifice them, but in a super aggressive deck.
Sometimes it's just a matter of getting their creature out and attacking with it.
Yep. Might be enough. I guess we have Fling.
Yeah.
So we have.
Oh yeah, you can roll in, and then before the end of the turn, sack it as well.
Yep.
Oh, how annoying would that be?
Get that double damage. And this is actually a deck where like a demon male.
Albert?
I called it. Would work fairly well. Because we can sack something to flip our sentry. You
Sure.
can put it on a rider or something. Like once a Forge Devil comes in, we don't really need him anymore, so we can just kill him. That being said, Nightbird's Clutches works well in this deck. Blazing Torch is always good. But
You're going to go with that. I got no problem with that.
yeah, it gives us another way to sacrifice something, so it gets us a little more
And a
out of
Nightbird's
our...
Clutches.
But do we want that or the Moment of Heroism? Clutches we can flash back. So we can get 2 uses out of it. This gives us life gain, so potentially buys us
A little more
a
time.
little more time.
I think that we want the Clutches.
Okay.
That's probably wrong, but...
Another Rally the Peasants.
Rally the Pheasants.
Please, rally them. Another Traitorous Blood?
Sure, why not?
Or another Nightbird Clutches? I'm not sure which one is more gimmicky. Like, Traitorous Blood with only 2 sack outlets, probably Nightbird Clutches
Alright.
would be better. I guess I'll take this guy. I don't think he's making our deck. But... We do have a fairly low curve, so potentially we could play 24 cards.
Wow, how did Curiosity go that deep?
Well, if people don't have, like, Invisible Stalker, almost specifically, I mean, you can throw it on almost any flyer and at least cycle it,
Yeah.
you know, get in that one attack. And I think too many people don't think of it that way. I mean, I don't always think of it that way, even that.
If I can't use it every single turn, what's the fucking point?
Right. Well, they're just going to kill that creature, and then they 2-for-1 me. Well, not if they're tapped out and you attack and draw the card.
Yeah.
Then they may 1-for-1 you. Okay. Okay, I know I want the Forge Devil and the Reckless Wave. I think I want the Fling, and we have a couple Nightbird's clutches. Hermit, probably so. That's an early creature. For sure the Hound. Burning Oil, yes, since we get both uses out of it. And the big guy to deal 5 damage down toward the end. Crossway Vampires, I'm going to say probably. And Traitorous Blood would be the other potential one. Sentry we want. Slayer we want. Fiend Hunter we want. Chapelgeist we want. Rally the Peasants I think we want, as long as we have enough creatures.
Sure.
Midnight Guard. Ironrite, I'm not sure.
Faithful Hour is just awfully dicey.
Right, and he's defensive, and if we are defending, we have already lost. Break of Day would give us another kind of like a similar thing. Priest is kind of defensive, but we could use it offensively. Bonds of Faith is solid removal. Okay, so that puts us at 14 creatures, so I think we probably want the Crossway Vampire.
Okay.
To get us to 15. Curve-wise, we're talking about of those creatures. Okay, so we have the 6 2-drops. We have 2 1-drops. We should be rushing out pretty early. I think Fling is a nice.
Fling can be very, very solid.
Right.
I mean,
and it could be. How the hell do we win? Well, let's fling our flipped sentry for 5 to finish them off. Or let's cast Rally the Peasants to bump someone up plus 2
and then throw it.
And then throw it, yeah.
Sure.
Nightbird Clutches. I feel like out of these cards, probably these are better than this.
I would agree.
Because we can use them twice. Oh, there's good old Top Deck King.
Hail and well met.
I spell monstrosity.
Pretty close to that.
Okay, so yeah, I think we want those. That puts us up to 22. And then the argument could be, do we have anything that gets a benefit from dying? We don't have anything that produces tokens.
No.
I mean,
just the big guy.
Right, the player. That being said, we do have Forge Devil, which gets outclassed pretty quickly. Crossway Vampire normally is trading down. The Hermit gets outclassed pretty quickly.
Sure.
So we do have a fair number of creatures which, might get in a few beats, but then, even Reckless Wave.
Sure.
You get in a couple swings with them, and then...
And they just sit there and wait.
Yeah, and then... So being able to upgrade that to a 6/4 Intimidator or something might be worth it.
Sure.
And we are talking about...
Or a 9/6 Trampler.
Maybe both of those. Because our curve...
Yeah.
This guy is over here.
Sure.
But I would feel comfortable...
Going 24?
Yeah, I'd feel comfortable going 24.
All right.
What does it suggest for 8 and 8?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, because we have 2 red 1-drops, and then we have the 2 Spectral Riders with the double white.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I'd be okay with a balanced. Is it a monstrosity?
Because it's red-white.
We are getting the most out of our Rally the Peasants and Burning Oil. Okay, I probably should submit this since that's classic Matson blunder.
Well, you know what I think? I think we'll either win quickly or lose quickly.
See, I'm afraid we may die slowly. We'll race out to a early lead, find that we have no way to finish them off, but we have a glut of chump blockers that will extend the game.
Well, maybe our goal is just to make them rage quit again.
We've had some luck with rage quitters in the past. Okay. Yes, we want to play first. No, we don't want to mulligan that.
That's pretty solid, isn't it?
That's exactly what we want.
The only way they can be perfect is, or like even better, is if he can't put anything out, and then the thing that he does put out is non-human.
Right. As long as he... that's exactly what we wanted to have, is have that flip. And as long as he didn't play Torch Fiend...
Sure.
We were in good shape. So here, I think we can play that and then play a Hound. And he may have trouble even getting out a creature that can block the Hound.
Sure. Hound is very annoying.
Yeah. He trades up and he also just shuts out.
Hey, I know you!
Okay.
This is why I thought we should put out the Avacinthian Priest, though.
Right, so we can tap him down and do that.
Yeah.
We could use the Nightmare's Clutches. Or we could Priest and not attack, or we could attack with both, except the fact that we're going to trade with one, and then... a little bit away from, because if we can do this and this,
Sure.
that would be pretty good.
So do you want to just wait around?
Just cast the priest and
Or I guess we could also run our hound in alone.
and just say if you want to trade with.
Yeah, if you want to trade with it, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, these are kind of those. Like we don't know what is in his hand, so we don't know whether he's going to be okay with the trade. But there are certain points in the game where you either just lose life that was on the board to be taken or not because of decisions like that. And I'm trying to do better on evaluating how valuable their card is to them versus how valuable a card is to us.
Sure.
Just smoke that. And is that a May? It is a May.
He's playing red-black.
Yeah.
Hold the Slayer.
Right, but we have nothing to do this turn. So should I cast the Rally the Peasants just to get in two extra damage?
Seems we can flash it back. Yeah, go ahead. He's gonna be like, Rally the Peasants.
Yeah. What a waste.
I mean, what a waste of a card, but also it's only +2 damage. You may as well have been playing a moment of heroism.
And unfortunately, it's werewolf, not just wolf.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have first strike right now. So I think we attack and offer the trade.
All right.
Once he has first strike, we'd actually kind of be in trouble. I mean, we'd have Nightbird's clutches, but... So, wait still? I mean, there's a good chance he has a vampire. Or...
I suppose what I might have done was actually Nightbird's clutched our waif.
Just trying to...
Because that would have put him down to 9, that would put him down to 6. Because we can do it again.
Right. I'm not sure when to pull the trigger on him.
I don't know, man.
Oh, wait.
Probably should have put him out last turn.
Yeah, we probably should have.
But he's playing red-black. He's got to have something that'll kill.
Yep. I would love to kill a big threat.
Like that.
Right. Although the
It's
Undying makes it
douche
more annoying. But let's see if we could. We could Nightbird clutches to get him through for 5. Oh, never mind. I guess we just fling and kill this guy. Four 3 flyer is going to make short work of us, so. But he still has 3 cards in hand, and we've just burnt through our army.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
go Forge Devil.
That's why I like him. He always is Getting something that you don't expect. Did he really just do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Then in that case, I see the value. Tragic slip on its own. Kind of funny. Okay. I'll let you attack and we'll burn your guy. And if you send someone else, we'll burn them too. But there's a vampire. So, a couple vampires. There are some targets.
This is moderately ridiculous, though. Or it says, yeah, we're putting out land, but man, this guy.
Well, if we can. So probably we want to burn his guy. He's going to burn our guy. So we don't have any choice but to do it. So yeah, I guess we just flash back the burning oil.
And I suppose we could wait a turn. Nah, never mind. Just kill it.
Yeah, we could wait a turn to see if he produces
something better to kill.
Yeah.
But
that thing will start getting better
very quickly. Yeah.
Just restocked his hand. This is a kind of...
This is a slugfest.
Yeah, it is. It's not at all what I thought this game was going to be. Okay. Pitchburn Devils. And the wave. I guess I could... I mean, I almost need to cast something,
Just
or else
keep it
this
from
guy's
flipping.
flipping.
Yeah.
But if he equips this on him, he's going to get the additional... So I'd probably end up having to block him anyway. So I guess I don't care if he flips. He's at 9. He's just a little out of reach. I think we just have to stay back and block because he's getting real close to where... If we can get our one beefy creature.
Yeah.
Then we can deal 5 to him and have a... and the lifelink's gonna really hurt too. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it.
Yep.
Lethal on the table. There are some things that would have been nice. Okay. Because he's so aggressive, I think Iron Right might be
valid.
worth it. And in this last one, Nightbird's clutches didn't do...
It could have put us almost to the point of winning, though.
Yeah, that's
if we
true.
played it differently.
Was there something else that didn't cut the mustard?
He just had more finish than we did.
So do we not put in the iron right?
I think if we come out faster, just play. You know what? Play it as it is.
Okay.
If we lose, we lose. Oh well.
Yes, we want to
These
play
things
first. No, we don't want to mull. We have a reckless waif again. This time we have burning oil that we could burn out his first
Right.
legitimate blocker. Really hope he doesn't have a Forged Devil.
Or a reckless wave.
Right. They did have to mulligan.
Yay!
And we even drew into a good second turn card.
Ooh.
But didn't get the third land. That's too bad.
Wish we got another land, but I'm not sorry to see that guy.
No.
We want one more plains deck.
Yep. Still, the damage this can do, like...
Really fast.
Yeah. Now to think that he'd be at 8 if we'd had one more land, well... And does he dare attack with it?
He does.
Very well. That'll do, pig. And this is getting close to the point also where, like...
If we can sneak a little something,
Yeah.
we can fling for it.
Yeah, we can fling or a rally on a couple unblocked ones. Hell, if we pulled a Nightbird's Clutches and he didn't have burn.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. So that's what we wanted our deck to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that was much more like what I was hoping we'd get in the first game.
Although both times we had very good opening hands. I can't complain about that.
No.
I can complain about this one, though. Yes, we have to mulligan. Yes. And no.
Not like it's only having 5 cards, but...
Yeah. But if we were going to get down there, 2 things of removal, 2 guys we can drop.
Huh.
Let's see. Maybe Hermit. Is Hermit more expendable?
I don't know. Sure.
I mean, the problem is he could Geist Flame Hermit
Sure.
to get through, but if he does, I mean, we could Bonds of Faith him. If we get another land, we could just wait and Slayer him. He could, whatever that burn spell is, it has some black for flashback.
Fires on death.
Yeah. And I think I'll just go with the trade. Okay. Pulled.
We've been strangely fortunate.
Yes, we have. And we know he has the flying vampire, but I don't think we've seen anything else with flight. That thing's nasty.
The amount of... Hey! You don't know what's an answer to that?
Yep. Now we could
Just bonds it?
Bonds of Faith it. That's a more permanent answer to it, but I guess we'll Fiend Hunter. If he burns the Fiend Hunter, then he uses
A burn.
a burn. and then we'll Bonds of Faith it afterwards. Because it will be entering play if it comes back, so it's not like you'd be able to attack with it.
Right. Do you wish to use this ability? Yes. I think I will. After some consideration.
Seems overrated. I don't know why we'd want to get rid of their creature. Oh, that's pretty good against us. Now if we get one more land, it's a great thing to kill. There we go. Things really are shining on us so far this game. Yes, we want to use that ability. And
I see no reason not to attack with both. Tapped out with nothing on the board.
Get in for that extra one.
Do you have a flash as zero-cost creature?
If so, what is it called?
And why don't I have one?
And when did it become legal to make your own cards? There are a couple. If he has Corpse Lunge, he could kill Fiend Hunter as we attack. He'd suddenly have a blocker.
Sure.
I think maybe we put out the Heretic and we can get rid of his guys.
Okay.
And just attack with
the Chapel Gaze?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's not to say that he won't Corpse Lunge and kill the Chapel Geist, but
Now that's a much less tempting target, I should think.
right. I'm gonna leave that mountain there.
So he's like,
There goes the Corpse Lunge.
uncanny.
Just had a feeling.
It's like you called it, God.
So he'll swing with that for sure. And we're not going to block.
Ow!
We don't want to take that much damage, but we will. And now he's going to kill some guy? No.
That's sweet.
But we don't want to kill his guy now, because that would untap his Juggernaut. So I think what we want to do...
We aren't just going to Bonds of Faith as Juggernaut?
That might be a better move. I was going to say we could Bonds of Faith his Wolf, which would allow us to attack for 7.
I was going to say that we should Bonds of Faith his Juggernaut, then kill his Wolf,
and get in for...
and then we can kill his Hound on the next turn if that's all we have to do. And he is more than welcome to untap as many times as he likes.
Fair enough. Playing red-black, there's no way he can get rid of the Bonds of Faith. He could fling his guy, but he can do that regardless. And of course we want to wait, so he...
Spends the Maya to turn into a first striker.
Right. Unless we don't want... Because if we allow him to do that and he doesn't, then we just trade. Maybe he's blocking this guy, I think we...
He will totally make him first striker.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Is there any advantage to him
Just
doing
kill it.
it? Yeah.
He may play something else.
Alter 3.
Sure.
So, yes, you were 100% correct to put the Bonds of Faith on the Juggernaut. We got 2 more cards. We have the flashback off of that.
Juggernaut's just too brutal not to take out if you have the opportunity. Sure.
And that with the flashback. I mean, if he gets 1 more land, it could be pretty rough.
Oh, come on, you're killing me here.
Do we attack and use it on the attack? Do we save it back and just attack with our flyer? I think we attack.
Okay. Do we want to just kill it now then?
It's only attacking or blocking.
Ah, got it.
So we do have to get the guy engaged in combat before we can use it. But the good news is that means he either needs to have a creature in one of the 3 cards that he'll have by next turn. Okay, and that guy's a pretty good creature to have.
But he's not a flyer. He doesn't have reach, right?
Right.
As long as we can cast something, he can't block.
Right. And we have Nightbird's Clutches, so we can get through this turn, and potentially can get through next turn. Now he, next turn, if he gets 1 more land, could flashback Fires of the Undeath to kill the Heretic.
Well,
but we then could cast Nightbird Clutches again to keep his guy from flipping.
yeah, it's... Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I might have held the planes.
Just as a bluff?
Just as a bluff.
My thought was, well, I guess there's no real advantage to playing it now versus then, but my thought was like, if we have the Nightbird's Clutches plus a 2-drop, which we know we have a bunch of, we might want to be able to play both of them.
Sure.
But that would mean he would have had to make us discard the planes, and what's the likelihood of that? So. Okay. Okay, we win. That's awesome. I was hoping he would use up all his mana and make it so we knew that we were going to win.
Remove all doubt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the deck didn't seem to work too bad.
No. Second game.
It smoked.
Yeah, it did.
Well, that Reckless Waif is...
Yeah, and we got him opening all 3 games?
No, just first 2.
First 2.
And that's one of the reasons why it took us so long in the 3rd game to get rolling, was just because
we didn't have a
we didn't have a 3-2 on the 2nd turn.
Well, good. He won the first one. You got a false sense of security. We came back and dealt it. Okay, right. I didn't stop recording between our draft and that, so one hell of a long video. You're welcome.